You make I mean, it's got to be an uphill battle for these public defenders who are assigned to Tsarnaev's case. How would you even go about defending someone like this with all the apparent physical evidence, I mean, the photographic evidence and the like?
Look, I got to echo first what Jeff just said. This is the idea that this congressman is on the Intelligence Committee and displaying such a lack of intelligence is mind-boggling. This is an American citizen on American soil committing crimes allegedly against other Americans. You know, take a look at the results in Guantanamo. They haven't exactly been spectacular for the prosecution in the results that they've had. And take a look at the district court and the results they get, where people go away forever or get the death penalty, and it's very quick. You get appointed a public defender. And as you just said, Anderson, this seems like an uphill battle. Yes, because they have a mountain of evidence. Now, what is the Miranda rights and what does reading the Miranda rights really mean? It means that if you don't do it, then what is said may or may not be admissible. Well, they don't need that. They don't need that to convict him. And I will tell you something else. The lawyer who represents him, and mind you, it's going to be a public defender. The public defender is going to try and save his life. This is going to be a mitigation style case. This isn't going to be somebody, unless this is Richard Jewell Redux, who is trying to who is saying, I'm the wrong guy. And the way they're going to do that is they're going to try and trade information so that they take death penalty off of the table. That's what's going to happen. This kid is 19. There are some mitigating factors. Was he under the influence of his brother? And by the way, as an Armenian, I do want to comment that all of this speculation about some recent convert named Misha, which by the way is not an Armenian name, is insulting to Armenians everywhere, who by the way is the first Christian nation. So rather than have some uncle on who passes for somebody who knows what he's talking about, who hasn't seen this guy in 3 years, I think we should be a little bit more critical of some of the information that's being passed around as gospel at this point.
Right, and Wolf, actually in the interview with the uncle, it did come out that that uncle has not seen these kids, or these adults, these young men, as you said, in 2 to 3 years.
In 2 to 3 years.
So how do you know? I mean, he's been...
And all of a sudden, he's insulting Armenians everywhere as if there's some Armenian convert to Muslim. I mean, remember the Armenians, and this week, the Armenians celebrated the 98th commemoration of the genocide, where 1.5 Christian Armenians were wiped out by Muslim Ottoman Turks. So the idea that there's some convert from Christianity to Muslim who's doing this, who doesn't even have an Armenian name, is ludicrous to begin with. Somebody needs to give this uncle a field sobriety test, because I think this guy was under the influence of something.
Misha's